Hey everyone, so if you're watching this video, I just want to congratulate you on being one of the very few super serious people that are into fitness and looking good. And I'm going to teach you a 2-week process on how you can lose extra water weight. And this is going to be super fun for you. It is a little bit grueling, but if you like serious stuff, this will be a lot of fun for you. So this 2-week process is very effective. I've done this twice before. The first time I did this, I still weighed 200 pounds and I was able to lose 15 pounds of water weight in just 2 weeks. And then the second time I did this technique, I was already fit. I weighed 155 and I was able to get down to 147. So I lost another 8 pounds of water weight. And so why you might want to do this is like you might have a special day coming up. Perhaps you do have a photo shoot, or if you want to take some really nice pictures of yourself, or let's just say maybe you have something special coming up like a wedding, or maybe you're going on vacation to the beach. And you just want to look extra thin for when you're out there with your shirt off. So anyways, just want to give you this really cool technique that I learned, and everything I learned in this video that I'm about to show you is something that I learned from a doctor. So everything in here is the highest grade of education you can get. I'm not making this stuff up. So I want to just relay this information to you and teach you what to do on how you can lose water weight in just 2 weeks. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the instructions right now. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna teach this really cool technique that takes 2 weeks to do, and it's gonna help you get photo shoot ready. And this is a technique that fitness models do before their big day in front of the camera. So if you have a special day coming up, such as maybe you do want to take some really great pictures of yourself, or if you have a wedding or anything that's coming up that you want to look extra great for, this is something that you can do and lose some extra water weight. And so again, this is going to get you that extra shredded look. And if you look at my picture here on the left side, I am already fit. You can see my abs and everything. But on the picture on the right, I'm more shredded. You can see that my muscles are popping out more. They're more detailed. And this is something that you can do as well. And this is a 2-week process. And this is something that you're gonna want to plan out, as there are, the last 2 days of this 2-week thing is a little strict. And you might wanna take a couple days off from work before your peak day. So the last 2 days of this 2-week process, I would suggest that you take off from work if you can, because I would just suggest you should stay home, watch TV, even skip going to the gym and just take it easy. So, but again, this is just a 2-week process. And the first week is actually really easy, and the second week gets really detailed. So I have everything planned out here in a schedule for you, which I'm gonna let you go ahead and take a screenshot of it in just a second. But before I let you, before we take a look at this whole detail plan, I just want to give you the gist of what we're gonna do. So like, if you've been watching my courses at all, you know that you should be sticking to a specific diet for your body type, meaning you get enough protein, you get enough carbs, and you get enough fats, and you should be on a daily routine of like every day eating the same thing and getting enough nutrition and this and that. So for the first week, you're gonna be sticking to the same diet plan. You're also be going to the gym as usual, still drinking a gallon of water as usual, as I mentioned in my lifestyle tips. So like the first week of this 2-week process is do the same thing you've been doing, stick to your same routine, but the only thing we're gonna do different is we're gonna start getting in extra sodium into your diet. So that's right, we're gonna start taking extra sodium. We're gonna be taking 3 to 4 extra grams of sodium every single day on top of what you're already taking. So I don't usually count my sodium intake, but because my eggs got a lot of sodium, there's even sodium in milk, there's sodium in whey protein and everything. I don't count that sodium. We are gonna be taking extra sodium on top of our normal routine diet. So, and the best way I've found to do this is to just get some soup bouillons. So I'm gonna explain all this in a second when I get into the details, but I just wanna give you the gist of what we're gonna be doing. So the first week, we're going to be elevating our sodium levels, and in the second week, we're gonna be eliminating the sodium levels. And so this is why we do this. So on a normal day-to-day basis, your body will always hold on to the same amount of water weight no matter what. So whether you're on a low sodium diet or a regular sodium diet, high sodium diet, whatever, your body will always hold on to X amount of water weight on a day-to-day basis. And so if you're eating a regular diet every day, your water weight is going to be the same every day as far as like how your sodium works and your water levels is always going to be the same. So what we're going to be doing is in the first week, we're going to raise our sodium levels, and then for a couple of days, your water level might go up a little bit, but then after a whole week, your body is going to go back to normal. And so like your body's going to get used to the extra sodium, and then once it gets used to it, your water level retention is going to go back to its normal status. So that's the whole intention of the first week, is just to start taking in more sodium, so that way your body can just readjust itself to taking in that extra sodium. So a lot of people think that taking in sodium is going to like, you're going to start holding on more water or whatever. You might gain a pound or two of water at first in the first day or 2 or 3, but after the end of the week, your body is going to regulate itself back to its normal water retention level. So we're going to increase our sodium the first week. You might gain a little bit of water weight, but it's going to go back to normal, to its normal status. So that's all we're going to do in the first week, is just take in this extra sodium and let your body level itself back out. Because in the second week, when we go through all the details, and like every day there's something a little bit different. But in the second week, we're gonna start eliminating sodium. Like on the first day of week 2, your total sodium intake, including your normal diet, is only gonna be 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams. That's total, not the extra. We're talking total. So I mean, you might have to start eliminating egg whites from your diet, or even just anything else that might have extra sodium if you're getting rotisserie chicken that's pre-cooked from the store and things like that. So things like that are going to have sodium in it. So you're going to want to be counting all the sodium that's on your nutrition labels and everything you're eating, because you're going to start eliminating everything in week 2. So in week 2, like the first day, you'll only be taking 2 grams of sodium. Then day 2 of week 2, it's only 1,000 milligrams or 1 gram of sodium. And then it gets even lower to 600 milligrams for next 3 days. And then the last 2 days is like 500 milligrams at the most. So that's in week 2, the sodium dropping measurements that we're gonna be doing. And so like in addition to that though, we're also gonna be dropping the carbs throughout the week in week 2. And then even on the third day, 3 days before your peak day, we're gonna eliminate carbs completely. And then, but here's the cool thing is like on the last 2 days of your peak day, we're going to do a carb load. So even though we're gonna be dropping carbs throughout the week, that's really to just get rid of the glycogen out of your muscles. And then when we do a carb load on the last 2 days, your muscles are gonna fill up more and you're gonna look bigger. So like the way we're gonna do a carb load is on the last 2 days, you're gonna have to stay away from carbs that require water, such as rice, mashed potatoes, pasta, anything you cook in water, because on the last 2 days, those are the days that we'll be restricting water completely, I mean, as much as possible, and I'm gonna go into details on that. So I just wanna give you a quick heads up on what we're gonna be going through, but I'm gonna tell you what is like, when you go through this whole process, it's gonna be well worth it, because you're gonna look super great. And so this isn't something you're gonna wanna do all the time. Like this is something that you plan out, and like, you're gonna like have a peak day where you look your best. And it's really intense. You gotta be really detailed. You gotta pay a lot of attention to it. But this is what is gonna make you look over the top sensational. So I wanna get into the details right now, and I'm gonna let you take a screenshot of the daily planner so that way you can have it on your phone. And then I'll also have it downloadable on the course as well in case you wanna download it. So, but anyways, I just wanna give you a heads up on what we're doing and why we're doing it. We're gonna increase your sodium levels so that way your body gets used to it, levels itself out. And then in the second week, when we drop the sodium levels, we're gonna be dropping water retention. And in the last 2 days, we're also gonna be cutting our water intake drastically as well. So I'm gonna give you lots of cool tips on how to become successful with this, because I've done this technique twice. And I've had some good success, and I'm gonna help guide you through some stumbling blocks that you might come across. So let me get into the details for you, and you're gonna have some really great success. And also, if you do this, send me your pictures, your before and afters, so I can maybe throw you up on my website and kind of show you off as my student and everything. So anyways, here are the details, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with this, and you look super great. So be sure to get lots of pictures, and you're gonna love this. Do this once a year, maybe once every 6 months, but this is something that you do that's very special, and you're just gonna look your very best. So let's get into the details, and I'll explain it to you more as we go along. All right, y'all, so if you wanna go ahead and just take a screenshot of this really fast, I'll also have this downloadable, but if you wanna take a screenshot of this so that way you have it on your phone so it's easy to get to, this will be our daily planner right here on what we'll be doing. So go ahead and take a screenshot if you need to, and I'll see you in the next video as I explain more.